everyone, I'm Miss K. I'm an English teacher by day. By night, I read a heck of a lot of books, and I decided to start a channel where I just do book reviews. So if you like this channel, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever another book review pops up. Today, we are talking The Ritual by Shantel Tessier. Very popular, blowing up on Book Talk, Instagram, Facebook, all the popular social media sites. So let's dig into it. But first, we have to remind ourselves of the three necessities of literature. There are three things we have to remind ourselves in the world of books. One is character. If you do not have adequate character development and a character profile from beginning to end of the book, then your characters will be flat, one note, and they will not act like real people. Two is world building. This is the universe that your characters live in. And the third one can overshadow both of the others if not done correctly. That is style, word choice, and vocabulary. If you don't have the ability to actually say what you want to say, it doesn't matter how good of an idea it is. Doesn't matter how complex character you have. It doesn't matter if the world is the best that's ever been in existence. If you can't say what you want to say, then it doesn't matter. With those three things in mind, let's get into today's book review. So today we are reviewing The Ritual by Shantel Tessier. This is a very popular book. It is labeled a dark college romance. And from the cover and the title, it looks dark. It looks like something you would read akin to Haunting Adeline or From Blood and Ash. And I love reading dark stuff, especially dark romance. So I picked it up thinking this would be one that I like. However, I was sorely disappointed. It did not meet any expectations. Our two characters are Blakely and Riot, R-Y-A-T. Our two main characters attend college together. They are both in their senior year of school. Blakely and Riot are both part of the rich 0.1% of the 1% wealth in America, which is very odd considering this is a public college campus. But okay, we can keep reading. Blakely does not want to be part of this 1%, all right? However, she's not given a choice in the matter. All throughout the book, she references events in her life where her parents have made the decisions that they have in order to secure her with a husband that is also part of the 0.1%. Riot is the same way, except he embraces his fate and even loves being part of the 0.1%, the House of Lords, as they call it, which is akin to a dark secret society that I guess controls the entirety of the government. It's very unclear how this House of Lords actually started and what it does. It's just kind of there. Okay. Now, Riot takes Blakely to be his chosen one. Even the sound of it sounds really odd. And as you may have guessed it, it's all about sex, money, and power. When you are taken to be a chosen one, you are at the bidding of whatever alpha male has chosen you. This isn't necessarily something that I would consider for Blakely. She didn't seem to be the kind of girl that would actually willingly take part in this, and yet she embraces it fully. Now, I have to ask, why did a character who doesn't want to be part of anything that the 0.1% society does want to willingly participate in a ritual? This is where we get the title The Ritual from. Want to willingly participate in a ritual that basically considers her subservient to another character. That she's not acting the part that her character is profiled to be. Now, you can have a spicy scene in a book and have it be meaningful, have it develop character, have it develop relationships. However, none of that happens in this book. This is purely sex for the sake of sex. And that is not something that I give points for. I'm sorry, but this book sorely disappointed me in that realm. I love a spicy scene as much as the next reader. However, there's a way to do it so that it's not degrading or vulgar. This isn't it. Now, over the course of this story, as Riot and Blakely's relationship, it's very hard to call being a chosen one a relationship because it's not like you have a choice in the matter. And she willingly lets it happen. She has the opportunity at least 3 separate times, probably more if I go back and actually look at my notes. 3 separate times, at least, she has the opportunity to leave Riot, to leave the 0.1%, to be on her own, an individual and free, like she says she wants to be in the first 100 pages of this book. And yet she doesn't. Ultimately, both characters embrace being part of this world that they are in. The House of Lords, the ritual, the chosen one, the wealthy part of society. And nothing changes. The characters act the same way they have throughout the entire book. They don't destroy the House of Lords. They don't destroy the ritual. They don't say, this is wrong, we should change it. Ultimately, the stereotypes that are common with wealth, money, and power in our society are reinforced in this book rather than destroyed or changed or given new insight to. And I don't think that's something that readers were necessarily expecting from this book. I certainly wasn't expecting it. And again, I was sorely disappointed by the outcome, by the way the characters behave themselves. They didn't behave like normal people. When you say, I want to be out of this society, I'm expecting a character development where she grows into herself, where she becomes her own person, where she has the ability to reach out and take freedom when the opportunity presents itself. But ultimately, that doesn't happen. And it goes against everything that I wanted her character to be. So, what would I give this? To all the fans of The Ritual, I'm sorry, I don't understand why it's such a popular book. It's not my cup of tea. I would give it a 5 out of 10. And there are at least 2 other books, actually possibly 3 now that I think about it, in the series by Shantel Tessier. But ultimately, I'm not going to read any of them. Once was enough. So, let me know what you think about this book in the comments. Did you like it? And if you have any book recommendations that you would like to see a review done for, go ahead and drop those in the comments below. Until next time, guys, I'm Ms. K, and I'll see you for our next book review. Until then, leave a comment down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Everybody, there's a lot of